Datta, Jai Guru Datta, Sri Guru 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 Datta. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Barup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji now in worship.
श्री गणेशाय नमः, श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्री पादवल्लभ नरसिंह सरस्वती, श्री गुरुदत्तात्रेयाय नमः, श्री गणपति सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीभूयुत श्रीहरिचिह्निताभ्याम् अगस्त्यरेखादिभिरञ्चिताभ्याम् निगूढबीजाक्षरमुद्रिताभ्याम् नमो नमः सद्गुरुपादुकाभ्याम्। गणपति गुरुमेकं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं, विबुधनिवहसेव्यं योगमार्गाधिरूढं, शरणमुपगतानामार्तिसङ्घाद्रिवज्रं मम हृदयनिवासं भक्तिनम्रो नमामि, भक्तिनम्रो नमामि।
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning into this very special edition of Datta Arpanam. Today, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji celebrates his 82nd birthday according to the Gregorian or Western calendar. Happy birthday, Pujya Appaji!
Puttina Roju Shubhakangshalu Pujya Appaji. Happy birthday to you.
Listeners, given what an auspicious day today is, as was done on previous special occasions, today on Datta Arpanam, the Dashavatara series will be paused for a special birthday episode which is being offered at the divine feet of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
So be sure to stay tuned in to this morning's program, which is being brought to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Shri Swamiji and through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots Couva, Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Daybay Supermart Limited of 182 SS Erin Road, Daybay, and Kokie Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayaro Road, San Fernando. And now, without further ado, let us begin today's divine celebrations with the worship of Lord Ganapati, the one who has, over the years, guided Pujya Appaji.
And this is why, everyone, though Lord Ganapati is worshipped at the start of every episode of Datta Arpanam, today is an extra special day when we express even more gratitude to that elephant-faced Lord who is synonymous with Omkara. So please open the Bhajanmala app to Bhajan ID number 35 and with love, gratitude and devotion, join in this musical offering.
Gajanana, Gajanana, Gauri Tanaya, Gajanana, 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 Gauri Tanaya, Gajanana, 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 Gauri Tanaya, Gajanana, Gajanana. Gajanana, Gauri Pujita Gajanana, Gauri Pujita Gajanana, Gajakarodita Gajanana, Gajakarodita Gajanana, Tat Pratibodhaka Gajanana, Tat Pratibodhaka Gajanana, Shivanumodita Gajanana, Shivanumodita Gajanana, 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 Gauri Tanaya Gajanana, 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 Gauri Tanaya Gajanana. Tuштая Маногара, Астачатуштая Маногара, Варенья Патни Бхая-прада, Варенья Патни Бхая-прада, Парасарастри Санандая, Парасарастри Санандая, Надия Пуньо Jayodaya, Tadiya Punyo Jayodaya, Gajanana, Gajanana, Gauri Tanaya, Gajanana, 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 Gauri Tanaya, Gajanana, Apurva Mushika Madapaka, Apurva Mushika Madapaka, Tadiya Sevanumodaka, Tadiya Sevanumodaka, Aguvagana Japaruna, Aguvagana Japaruna, Kalasura, Paratanana Kalasura, Gajanana, Nana, Gauri Tanaya Gajanana, Vekaviro Madodata, Vekaviro Madodata, Sindurana Vimardaka, Sinduradhanava Vimardaka, Ganesh Gita Pradaka, गायक गणेश गीत प्रदायक विशुद्ध संविधायक विशुद्ध संविधायक गजानन गजानन गौरी तनय गजानन गजानन युगे तृतीय गजानन कलो च धूम्रो भविष्यसि कलो च धूम्रो भविष्यसि त्वमेक रूप सदा ध्रुव त्वमेक रूप सदा ध्रुव त्वमेव सच्चिदानन्दो महान् त्वमेव सच्चिदानन्दो महान् गजानन गजानन गौरी तनय गजानन 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 गौरी तनय गजानन गौरी तनय गजानन गजानन
A beautiful Lord Ganapati bhajan composed and rendered by that Lord's namesake and disciple, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of Pujya Shri Swamiji, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through His grace and thanks to the sponsorship by Debe Supermart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Valini's Drug Mart Limited and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today, as we celebrate the 82nd anniversary of Pujya Shri Swamiji's incarnation in this present Janma, there is a very special program in store for you.
That's right. Over recent months, you have gotten just a glimpse into the storehouse of knowledge that is Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. For the past several months, it has been his teachings on the Dashavatara which have formed the basis of contemplation here on Datta Arpanam. The miraculous story of his birth, and the word birth is being used cautiously here, because no one is certain if Pujya Appaji really was born from a mother's womb or not. No one witnessed the exact moment when he first appeared on this earth. Is he an Ayonija, or was he born from a mother's womb? None of us knows, and so that is why the word birth is being used cautiously. But going back to what was being said, the story of Pujya Appaji's miraculous underwater birth into the waters of the Kaveri River in the town of Mekadatu in southern India has already been shared on Datta Arpanam.
So today, as we celebrate Pujya Appaji's birthday, as we celebrate him, the focus on Datta Arpanam will be devotees' experiences. The intention behind this choice is to help you to get a better understanding of who is Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. It is our sincere hope that through today's episode of Datta Arpanam, you will come to know and understand Pujya Shri Swamiji a bit better. You will come to know him as more than just a Swami, more than just the child of Jayalakshmi Mata and Sri Narahari Tirtha Swamiji, who was known as Narasimha Shastri in his Purva Ashrama or pre-ascetic days. It is hoped that the stories you hear today will not only improve your knowledge of Pujya Shri Swamiji, but also your understanding of him, your love for him, your gratitude towards him, and your devotion towards him. Jai Appaji.
Jai. Listeners, every story you will hear today is a true story, an actual experience of a devotee. In fact, the first story is one shared by a devotee from right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Many years ago, while Puja Appaji was still fairly new to devotees in this beautiful Twin Isle nation, during one of his visits, devotees would, as they still do, eagerly make malas or flower garlands as an offering to His Holiness. Now, it is considered best practice when making a mala to offer to God that the flowers used should be sweet-smelling flowers. This one devotee, eager to offer something to her Lord, had no sweet-smelling flowers in her garden. She had flowers, yes, but they were not sweet-smelling.
In Shloka 26 of chapter 9 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna said,
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahartam ashnani prayatat manaha.
Here, even though the Lord said that He will accept with love whatever a devotee offers, be it a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or even water, He gives one condition. That condition is that it must be offered with unwavering devotion. The devotee in today's first story so wanted, out of devotion, to offer the visiting Swami a mala made of sweet-smelling roses that she recruited her neighbor, a non-Hindu, for help.
There were sweet-smelling roses in the neighbor's garden, so the devotee asked her for some roses to make a mala for her beloved Swamiji.
On approximately 5 days, the devotee either picked the roses with the neighbor's permission, or the neighbor herself picked the roses and passed them to the devotee so that a sweet-smelling mala could be made as an offering to Puja Appaji.
After about 5 days, one day Puja Appaji blessed the devotee with a visit to her home. As he sat amongst the devotee and her friends, family and neighbors, Puja Appaji asked, "Where is Rose neighbor?"
The neighbor who had been giving selflessly from her garden was not there on that day, but Puja Appaji, that omniscient incarnation of the aspect of Lord Dattatreya, knew of that lady's selfless service. Sadly, she did not have his physical darshana on that day, but by Puja Appaji merely thinking of her, by him merely referring to her as Rose neighbor, she was undoubtedly blessed.
And listeners, the reason this particular story was chosen for sharing today is Puja Appaji is not interested in the pomp or glamour with which we engage in service. We do not have to perform service or seva in His physical presence for Him to be aware of it. He knows everything, and He blesses every act of love, every act of kind-heartedness, every act of devotion.
So never feel your good deeds go unnoticed with Him. In fact, stay tuned to Datta Arpanam for today's next story, and you will see how sometimes we may not even realize that He is blessing us.
But before sharing that story, let us join together and worship Mata Jayalakshmi, the mother and guru of Puja Appaji. One of Amma's instructions to Puja Appaji before she left the mortal coil was that he should simplify his knowledge and make it available to the masses. Spread dharma in a lucid manner, she also told him.
No doubt these instructions of hers have benefited us much more than we will ever know. As a mark of gratitude, then, let us worship that Divine Mother who was none other than the Universal Mother, Mata Raja Rajeshwari. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 579 and join in singing the Pallavi and final Charanam of this worshipful musical tribute.
Jayalakshmamma అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా సావిత్రిలింగಣ್ణ దంపతి ఫలమా సావిత్రిలింగಣ್ణ దంపతి ఫలమా నరహరి గృహమున దీపమ్మా నరహరి గృహమున దీపమ్మా జయలక్ష్మీపురమున బృందావనమున సచ్చిదానందుని రూపమ్మా జయలక్ష్మీపురమున బృందావనమున సచ్చిదానందుని రూపమ్మా సచ్చిదానందుని రూపమ్మా అమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అమ్మా అమ్మా జయలక్ష్మమ్మ అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అనాథనాథవు నీవేనమ్మా అమ్మా అమ్మా.
What a debt of gratitude we owe to the one who was worshipped in that bhajan, for she gifted the world with the one who composed and rendered that bhajan. What a debt of gratitude we owe to Mata Jayalakshmi for gifting the world with Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, our present-day savior, teacher, protector, family member and confidant. You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Shri Swamiji and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited and Kokie Supermart Limited.
Today, as we celebrate Pujya Shri Swamiji's 82nd birthday according to the Western calendar, you already heard one story which gives a glimpse into who this divine incarnation is. You also heard that sometimes when Puja Appaji is helping us, we do not even realize that he is helping us. Take the story of Kadir Tata for example. Kadir Tata was an elderly Muslim man whose neck was bent. It was crooked with spondylosis. One day, Kadir Tata saw young Satyanarayana, as Puja Appaji was called back then. Tata saw Satyanarayana hurriedly walking along the road, carrying a very heavy load. When Tata caught up with Satyanarayana, he asked him about the load. It turns out that Satyanarayana had gotten a job with the postal department. He was an extra-departmental delivery assistant. The load he was carrying was heavy bags full of letters. Satyanarayana told Tata he would drop off the bags at the post office, then stop by Tata's bicycle shop and tell him about the job.
Tata knew of Satyanarayana's divinity. Once, when his own son was ill, the doctors in the hospital could find no cure and they sent the boy home. Satyanarayana, who visited Tata's house on an errand, with the permission of the elderly Muslim man, gave the sick son some vibhuti. While being of a different religion, Tata at the time had no faith in vibhuti. He was desperate to save his son and so agreed to the son taking the vibhuti. Within 30 minutes of Satyanarayana putting the vibhuti in the boy's mouth, the boy made a full recovery and was running around like normal. Satyanarayana refused to take any money for this miraculous act of kindness.
So now, seeing that same Satyanarayana, who out of poverty and the necessity to earn a living was carrying this heavy load as part of his job, Datta felt he should do something to help him. He offered to give Satyanarayana an old second-hand bicycle which he had at the shop. Initially, Satyanarayana refused, saying that the time was not yet right for him to accept gifts from others. But when Datta, who still felt so indebted to Satyanarayana, remained unrelenting in his attempts to gift the bicycle to Satyanarayana, Satyanarayana finally agreed on one condition.
Satyanarayana agreed to accept the bicycle only if Datta would accept some money from him every month. Datta, of course, did not like this idea, but when Satyanarayana said that he had agreed to Datta's words to take the bicycle, so Datta should agree to his words, Datta was cornered. He reluctantly agreed.
By then, it was time for Satyanarayana to return to the post office. As he got ready to get onto the bicycle, it was apparent that the seat was too high for him to get onto it. As Satyanarayana looked for an elevated spot from which he could climb onto the bicycle, Datta promised that when the workers returned, he would have the height of the seat adjusted.
In the meantime, said Datta, please get on the cycle using this stone. As he uttered these words, Datta bent over so that his back would be the stone for Satyanarayana to climb onto the bicycle.
Satyanarayana did as he was told and used Datta's back as a stone to climb onto the bicycle. When Datta then stood up, he inadvertently touched his neck. To his surprise, the crookedness of his neck had disappeared completely. Jai Appaji.
Jai. Listeners, what does this story teach us about Appaji? Well, first of all, it teaches us that one of the tools he uses to teach us about how to live our lives is how he lives his life. Though a divine master, an avadhuta, Satyanarayana would not accept gifts, monetary or otherwise. His determination to give Datta money was not because he did not want to accept Datta's generosity, but it was a matter of discipline for him. The time was not yet right for this incarnation to accept gifts, and so he wanted to ensure that he stuck to his discipline.
Without discipline, we can never progress. If a student is not disciplined with their studies, they fail the subject. If a spiritual seeker is not disciplined with their upasana, they do not advance spiritually. If a worker lacks the discipline to turn up to work every day, he or she is fired. Puja Appaji from a young age has taught us of the importance of discipline by himself leading a disciplined life.
But why was this particular story chosen today? As you heard earlier, sometimes when Puja Appaji is helping us, we do not even realize that he is helping us. In discussing the story of Ro's neighbor earlier, you heard that when we do good, we should do good for the sake of doing good. We should not make a big show of it, but just do it out of love. Listeners, devotees, Puja Appaji operates in this way. Once again, his ways are examples for us to follow. Kadir Datta thought he was helping Satyanarayana by gifting him a bicycle and having him use his back as a stepping stone. But like Lord Rama rescued Ahalya from her curse by touching her with his foot, so too, whatever past karma had resulted in Kadir Datta having a crooked neck, by the mere touch of his foot, Puja Appaji released Datta from the effect of that karma.
This shows us not only the compassion of Puja Appaji, but it also shows us his tremendous healing capacity. Imagine, by just listening to music he plays on his synthesizer, one can be healed. So many persons across the world can attest to the miraculous healing power of Puja Appaji's music for meditation and healing. University students study his music as the subject of their thesis, such is the incredible awe that it generates. Just by a glance, or, like in Tata's case, a touch, Puja Appaji can heal. If we are blessed to enter his thoughts, even that is enough to bring about healing. Such is his power.
And listeners, today's story about Khadir Tata gifting Puja Appaji his first vehicle also teaches us about Puja Appaji's humility and absence of greed. It teaches us about selfless action. Puja Appaji did not heal Tata's son looking for any reward. Tata did not offer the bicycle looking for any reward. Both acted out of love and compassion. Neither of them felt entitled to some reward or some fruit of their action. Even though the bags Satyanarayana had to carry for work were big and heavy, he did not get greedy when Tata wanted to gift him a bicycle to help him out. He did not scoff at the fact that the bicycle was old and second-hand. No, he was touched by the gesture and blessed the old man accordingly.
That old man was not an old Hindu man, he was a Muslim. And so, the story also shows us that Puja Appaji sees only our good and bad qualities. He sees our hearts and our minds. He does not see Hindu or Muslim or Christian. To him, all his children are just that, his children. Race, religion, caste, these do not matter. The only thing that matters is that we live a good, righteous life. All he wants from us is that. As he has said, if you are a Hindu, be a good Hindu. If you are Muslim, be a good Muslim. If you are a Christian, be a good Christian. In fact, Appaji strongly advocates against changing religions. His incarnation is not geared at anyone changing religion. It is geared at us all changing into better human beings. Jai Appaji.
Jai. Let us now join together and praise that dearest, kindest, most divine, most loving Puja Appaji. Please open the Bhajan Mala app once again. This time enter Bhajan ID number 713 and join in worshipping Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
स्वामी तू है हमारा दाता स्वामी नाथा तू है हमारा दाता स्वामी नाथा संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना संग सदा तुम हमारे रहना तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा तू है हमारा विधाता स्वामी नाथा स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जय गुरुनाथा सच्चिदानंदा स्वामी नाथा सच्चिदानंदा जीवन भर करूं सुमिरन तेरा घड़ी घड़ी पल पल नाम तेरा वर दे ऐसा दाता स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद तू ही तू बस तू ही तू बस तू ही तू है सब कुछ मेरा तुझ बिन कुछ ना भाता स्वामीनाथ तुझ बिन कुछ ना भाता स्वामीनाथ वेदा तू ही पुराणा
तू ही भक्ति तू ही ज्ञाना
तू ही रामा तू ही कृष्णा
तू ही विष्णु तू ही ब्रह्मा
तू ही महेशा तू ही गणेशा तू ही महेशा तू ही गणेशा तू ही भवानी तू जगदीशा बार बार अवतार तू लेकर बार बार अवतार तू लेकर सबको राह दिखाता
स्वामीनाथ
सबको राह दिखाता
स्वामीनाथ
स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद जिसने तुझे पाया कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा कहे कुमार भज सच्चिदानंदा
तेरे संग में रहकर स्वामी तेरे संग में रहकर स्वामी
मैंने सब कुछ पाया
स्वामीनाथ
मैंने सब कुछ पाया
स्वामीनाथ
आज के शुभ दिन हम करें अर्पण आज के शुभ दिन हम करें अर्पण तेरे चरण में अपना जीवन हमारी आयु भी लग जाए तुझको हमारी आयु भी लग जाए तुझको तेरा मंगल दास है गाता
स्वामीनाथ
तेरा मंगल दास है गाता
स्वामीनाथ
स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद
स्वामीनाथ सच्चिदानंद जय गुरुनाथ सच्चिदानंद स्वामीनाथ
That bhajan, composed and rendered by devotee Krishan Kumar, is a favorite of so many. Yes, because it is beautifully written and beautifully sung, but it is also a bhajan which, by glorifying Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, invokes love for him, for that divine, generous, loving, and forever present Master. Pranams and happy birthday to you once again, Pujya Appaji.
Happy birthday, Pooja Appaji. Thank you for taking human form for our upliftment. May that human form be blessed with good health in the year ahead, and may creation become more adept at following the beautiful and uplifting life examples you set for us. Pranams, thank you, and happy birthday.
Listeners, you are tuned in to a special birthday episode of Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. Today, thanks to the sponsorship by Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute and Kokie Supermart Limited, we have been celebrating the 82nd anniversary of the incarnation of the aspect of Lord Dattatreya as Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. Thank you for joining in this celebration.
But of course, we cannot have a birthday celebration without the birthday song. So, before we begin to wrap up today's episode of Datta Arpanam, please join in wishing Pooja Appaji a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Swamiji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Appaji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sadhguru. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Swamiji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Appaji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sadhguru. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Swamiji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Appaji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sadhguru. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Swamiji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Appaji. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Sadhguru. Happy birthday to you.
Once again, happy birthday to Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. As we celebrate Pujya Appaji's divine incarnation, Let us worship the one who has chosen to take on human form as Pujya Sri Swamiji. Let us worship Lord Dattatreya and then worship his present-day incarnation, Pujya Appaji. Let us chant Datta Stavam and Sadguru Stavam as birthday offerings to Pujya Appaji.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha. Dattattreyam Mahatmanam Varadam Bhaktavatsalam Prapannartiharam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Deenabandhum Kripasindhum Sarvakaranakaranam Sarvarakshakaram Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Sharanagata Deenartha Paritrana Parayanam Narayanam Vibhum Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Sarvanarthaharam Devam Sarvamangalamangalam Sarvakleshaharam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Brahmanyam Dharma Tattvajnam Bhakta Kirti Vivardhanam Bhaktabhishtabhradam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Shoshanam Papa Pankasya Deepanam Jnana Tejasa Tapa Prashamanam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Sarvaroga Prashamanam Sarva Pida Nivaranam Vipaduddharanam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Janma Samsara Bandhagnam Swarupanandadayakam Nishreyasapadam Vande Smartrugami Sanovatu Jayanamaya Shakkama Dhatur Dattasya Yastavam Bhogamoksha Pradasyemam Prapatet Sakri Bhavet
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha Sadgurustavaha Siddhi Buddhi Mahayoga Varaniyo Ganadhipaha Yasvayam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Yasya Dattatreya Bhavo Bhaktanamaatmadanataha Suchyate Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Yoga Jyotis Samuddiptam Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimhayoh Advayam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Yoga Vidya Chitrabhanum Chitrabhanu Sharadbhavam Jnanadam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Ganesha Homerkadine Nityam Shri Chakra Pujane Dikshitam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Agastya Muni Sankranta Nana Vaidya Dhurandharam Bhavagnam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Vadyodancha Divyanama Sankirtana Kalanidhim Nadabdhim Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Datta Peethadhipam Dharma Rakshanopaya Bandhuram Satkavim Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Vidhuta Bhakta Sammoha Mavadhutam Jagadgurum Swashrayam Satchidanandam Sadguruntam Namamyaham Sadhutvam Bhakti Maishwaryam Danam Yogamarogatam Sanmatim Jnanamanandam Sadgurustavato Labhet Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Shri Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha
Jai Guru Datta. Listeners, today on this special episode of Datta Arpanam, when the 82nd birthday of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji has been celebrated, we really hoped we could have shared some more devotee experiences with you. But by just looking at two stories, we see how every seemingly small action of Puja Appaji is laden with symbolism. We see how every seemingly small action of ours can have such a great impact on our future. So, as Puja Appaji has said on the free app SGS posts, be good, do good.
And on that divine note, we begin to wrap up today's episode of Datta Arpanam.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Puja Appaji and Sri Swamiji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing your Sunday morning with us.
Remember, if you would like to listen to today's offering again, the podcast will be uploaded to 103.1 FM's website by tomorrow evening. Simply visit www.103fm.tt, click on Podcasts and scroll down to Datta Arpanam. Alternatively, you can also access the link via the Datta Arpanam Facebook page.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
हे हनुमान बहुबलवान भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान हनुमान भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान हे हनुमान बहुबलवान भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान संकट मोचन तू कहलाए संकट मोचन तू कहलाए राम बिना तुझ कुछ ना भाए राम बिना तुझ कुछ ना भाए तेरा द्वार जो भी खटकाए तेरा द्वार जो भी खटकाए बिन कुछ पाए घर नहीं जाए बिन कुछ पाए घर नहीं जाए बिन कुछ पाए हे हनुमान बलवान भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान दुर्बल को बलवान बनाए दुर्बल को बलवान बनाए दुर्बल को बलवान बनाए दुर्बल को बलवान बनाए हर संकट फल में टल जाए हर संकट फल में टल जाए तेरा गान करे जो कोई तेरा विपदा होई, विपदा होई, उसे न कोई विपदा होई। हे हनुमान बहु बलवान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान। हर मुश्किल आसानत कर दे, हर मुश्किल आसानत कर दे, भक्त जनों के दुख तू हर ले, दुख तू हर ले, मन के अंधियारों के मिटा के, भवसागर से पार करा दे, भवसागर से पार करा दे, हे हनुमान बहु बलवान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान। सच्चिदानंद है प्रिय हनुमान, प्रिय हनुमान, दूर करो मेरा अज्ञान, थका बहुत जीवन चक्कर से, कर से कृपा निधान दो निर्वाण, कृपा निधान दो निर्वाण। हे हनुमान बहु बलवान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान बहु बलवान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान। हे हनुमान हे हनुमान बहु बलवान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान। हनुमान भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान, भक्ति ज्ञान वैराग्य की खान।
Follow the master, follow the master, faith in God, faith in God. Follow the master, follow the master, faith in God, faith in God. Face the devil, face the devil, finish the game, finish the game, finish the game.
ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत।